Handcuff taken in safely by Maro Itoje. A breath of wind to in the impact of that, and England go on with Ford linking up with Joseph, who's starting again. Joseph's gone right through an enormous hole, and England strike first. First try for England.
Well, I thought England might go for the drive, but they've gone wide, and Alex Dunbar's missed a tackle, and he's been opened up there by the wonderful pace of Jonathan Joseph. This guy is eyed-on. Well executed from England. And Alex Dunbar, well, he'll be disappointed with that one.
Well, the one thing England have been guilty of, a bit of sloppy passing in this championship so far, but nothing sloppy about that. It looked very slick. They just held it, the Scottish pack, on the drive initially, and then broke out on a lovely little peel. Few passes round the back, and Joseph, who's been brought back into the squad by Eddie Jones, given that confidence in him, forced a mistake.
Line out one by Laws, and Farrell flings it out to Ford, who'd swap positions, and again it's Joseph ghosting through. Brilliant from Jonathan Joseph, and England have a second try.
Beautiful lines are running from Jonathan Joseph. The one thing we fear in international sport is somebody of his class and pace, but the delivery from the axes of Ford and Farrell was superb as well. The pass and accuracy, it's so comfortable for England, and Scotland at 6s and 7s in their defensive alignment.
He's got that wrong, but Scotland got a great chance here.
Brown taken at the back by Barkley. Gray quickly releasing Dunbar. Scotland 5 metres short, the brightest of the match for them so far. It's Brown just short, and another charge for the line. And they've scored, and it's Gordon Reid. And my goodness, how they needed that, and Reid has got them back in it.
Well, it's the perfect response for Scotland. Vindicates the decision not to take the 3 points. They go for the corner. And rather similar to England, they got suckered into the drive, and they did that lovely little peel around the back. And they were running at George Ford, and I think that kind of opened up the space. Haskell and Young's unable to stop the body position of Reid, and that's a really good score.
First try for Scotland.
Well, you'll remember that one.
Line out again to Laws is clean, and Youngs finds Ford and finds Farrell under pressure. Once more, it's Joseph ghosting through, and here goes Watson, and England have 3. I'm afraid whenever they've had the ball in hand in Scotland's 22, that blue defence has been shredded.
Well, the quality of the passing, and it's like perpetual motion. The players are coming onto the ball. It's the hardest thing to defend. They're really playing through that gap with Joseph. But look about the timing of this pass from Ford. It just delays it. Then Farrell holds onto it for that split second until Joseph comes through. He knows he can't go all the way. Lovely little connection, outside break. And then that man Watson steaming up. It's a lovely score from England.
Yeah, more concern is actually 2 players on the outside as well. So hard when the accuracy of England has been.
Attention of Fraser Brown.
Push back, push back.
No. Laws needed to be held up by Richie Gray, and he was. Hughes, who established this position for England. Joseph screaming for it, and getting it, and scoring. And it's a hat-trick for the comeback man.
Well, he has been brilliant today, hasn't he? England are just piling on the misery to Scotland. It's just the abundance of possession that's coming their way. This man, Nathan Hughes, he got the offload to Ford. And Hughes, he's carried well, hasn't he? Look at this big mitts here.
Well, the difference is, Scott, just always the power runners from England. First of all, it's Hughes. Look at the speed of the ball from the breakdown. That's the difference. Scotland can't reorganise their defence, and really that's the easiest of his 3 tries. It's a walk-in, but it's the ability of them bringing those runners round the corner. First, Laws.
The
officials are happy with the pass, and Farrell, with the simplest of conversions, takes him up to 17 points.
1 and 2.
And there's Watson again.
just finding a few soft edges on England at either side of the ruck. That'll give them some confidence to build.
Barkley quickly away to Ford, who wins a couple of metres despite the efforts of Nathan Hughes. Richie Gray just protecting Scottish ball. Here's his brother. Having a little mind down that blind side again with Russell and the twinkling feet. Moving into Launchbury. Pyrgos again, waits, as does the captain Barkley, but it goes beyond him to Jones, and Jones scores! And Scotland have their second try.
Yeah, credit to Scotland, they've controlled that ball, and that little slip pass that puts some pace into the carry from the replacement hooker Ross Ford. Just found that space. Hugh Jones, as we've seen in his autumn series for Scotland, has an eye for this try line. Does very, very well, bouncing off Jonathan Joseph, reaching for the line. But Scotland were patient in that build-up.
Yeah, they tried to break England's defence, sort of one or two players outside the ruck, and they've had little success. But on this occasion, Scott, they do that pick and go.
That's a very good kick from Finn Russell as well. 7 much needed points. Once again, it's Itoje. Once again, tucking it into the arms of the forwards, and once again they're over the Scotland line. And it looks like Billy Vunipola has marked his comeback in the grand style. Vunipola scores England's 5th try. He's only been on the pitch for a couple of minutes, and they continue to stretch ahead in the Calcutta Cup.
Well, that's what you call a player who's taking things into his own hands. On the first drive, he gave the ball back to Courtney Lawes. It didn't work for England on this occasion. That's him and Launchbury together. He decides not to do that.
Yeah, was Vunipola. He was right. He was at the scrum half position. He latched onto the ball, and England were tight there, splintering that Scottish defence.
Yeah, look at this. Really good work as well from Launchbury. He's perfectly legal there because he started that position, and he's the one that...
Applause for Jonathan Joseph, who takes his lead, having scored a hat-trick. Meantime, Owen Farrell continues to collect points. He's now got 22. Space once more for Visser. Threat on the right wing this time, getting much more involved. Russell once more, and Gray, and he's hit back hard by Sinclair, but it'll open up again for Scotland. Still some work to do to score the try, but how well Hugh Jones did. He'll be playing his rugby in Scotland next season. He's leaving Cape Town behind for Glasgow, and he'll be heading to the War. Once again, the first choice double top is Maro Itoje, and England are running it, and they're looking for another score, and they've got it. And Danny Kerr, as he did against Italy, mauls his way over the line, and England hit half a dozen.
Well, it's a beautiful line that he takes against the grain. Often players sort of run laterally. Billy Vunipola just takes the ball round the front, round the back there. And look, just space opens up. It's far too easy for him to get over the gain line. Just runs across, back inside, and Scotland have got to loosen up. Their loose forwards have got to work away from the driving maul.
Yeah, they're going to work collectively and be tighter and then fan. And what seems to be happening.
England with 6 tries. Owen Farrell with a personal haul of... Ford, Farrell lays it up for Launchbury. Still they go, England. What fitness from both sides. And this is Mako Vunipola. And this is Danny Kerr, and England will have 7. That is cruel on Scotland, but it's been a cruel afternoon for a team who came here with so much hope, but have just been dispatched by an England team in full sail.
Absolutely, and you're looking at a team playing with bags of confidence. The magnificent 7, the 7th try from Danny Kerr.
They just kept battering the door down, didn't they? Just the power runners that England have got. the recognition of where the space is and the ability to break the first tackle. Admittedly, it's in the 84th minute of the game. There's a lot of tired.
Significance of this kick for Owen Farrell. If he gets it, it'll be a record equaling Calcutta Cup win for England. For Scotland, it's been a bit of a Calcutta cupping. Came here with so much hope. But for England, they've retained the RBS Six Nations Championship. They're champions again. One more step on the road to the Grand Slam. Final score at Twickenham, England 60.